Hi everyone, it's Ian from DIY Home and Gardening. Today, well this afternoon, I'm going to do a video on how I thin out the grapes and how I'm going to train the grapevine. So yeah, a little bit different for you all. So I'll turn around and show you what it is that I'm doing. Okay, so for those of you that have been following my channel, have seen some of my videos, you may recognise the copper frame. That's one that I've done previously, so yes, I made the frame. So I wanted to make one of these umbrella units that I'd seen whilst I was in Italy. Some of the growers there use similar, but anyway, I thought it'd be quite cool. So I've grown my grape, so a variety called Phoenix, which is a white grape variety. It is a seeded type, but well, as you can see, it fruits quite happily in the UK. This is obviously the biggest it's got. Normally I've just had it running up a 6 or 8 foot bamboo cane and just let the fruits cascade down. Obviously after making the framework, I now have something for it to grow along. So this is what I'm going to do. So first thing is to tie it in, and then after that I'll show you how to thin out the grapes. So let me just talk you through each of the stages. It's not difficult at all. So let's go. Now, so as you can see, there's a lot of upward growth here. I've explained before about apical dominance, but basically if you leave the stem, it will naturally just want to go up. You can encourage it to bend or tie it down, then it reduces the dominance and it will go more readily into fruit or flower development, and that's what we want. So first things first, we're going to bend these stems down, get them tied down, so we end up with a nice flat umbrella. So I'll do that and show you the finished article. All I'm going to be using is natural jute just to tie it with. I've started doing a few just so you could see, and as you can see, it's literally just there to hold it in place, loose, to allow the stem still to move and thicken up, because you don't want to cut the stems or restrict them, because otherwise they won't continue to grow nice and healthy, and that's what we want. So let me carry on. So a momentary pause in my tying just to show you a little technique. As you see, I've got quite wide spacing between the bars, so in order to tie this, can just make a nice simple intermediate support. So again, just use your string, tie from bar to, from piece of copper pipe to copper pipe, and then that acts as your loose anchoring point. And to be honest, you'll find by the time you get to next year, when the string has probably sort of started to fray or fall apart, that actually this stem here would have developed enough strength and position to actually stay there, and it will then continue on, and you'll be able to tie it to your main frame that way. So just a little tip there. So as you can see, I've got all the tying in done. It's all laying nice and flat. You can see some of the sections where I've done the twine as extra support just to pull the vines down. I've cleared some of the stem and the lower branches and tied in some, trying to twist it as I go so that it maintains a bit of shape. So next stage is to start thinning the grapes out, and basically if you were to leave them like this, as the grapes all start touching each other, one, they're bruised, but also there's far too many grapes on here, as you can see, to all successfully grow given the amount of water that they require. So what we end up doing is taking out almost alternate grapes. I normally use a pair of scissors or secateurs, and You can get specialist ones, but to be honest, these are normally suffice, and just snip them out to give room between the different fruits, and then the fruits that remain will then continue to swell up and give you nice fruit without feeling as though every mouthful is just biting into seed. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now, thin them out. So there you are. It's probably taken me about 20 minutes to thin out all of these. As you see, all the small stuff, well, small seedling grapes have all come off. I've removed sort of duplicate pieces as well, so trying to reduce the amount of bunches of grapes to 1 or 2 per section of branch. And yeah, just that way we're going to make sure that the grapes that are on there will actually develop quite nicely. You might find that in another few weeks time that actually you have to thin out a few more grapes, give them a bit more space, but cross that bridge when we get there. So in the meantime, job done. And yeah, watch this space and keep growing. If you've liked what you've seen, then please subscribe or send me a message. And yeah, have a good evening. See you soon.